Now then, tiddlywinks, and welcome to Howard and Leslie's Happy Hour. My name is Ace, and this is Gabe.
Yo, what's up?
How's
In
it
the
going?
streets.
Yeah.
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 Sunburnt.
What?
I got
You
sunburnt.
can't just say it's
You said, how's it
sunburnt.
going? It's going, yeah.
It still don't work.
No.
It's going sunburnt.
I got sunburnt.
You don't
Oh my
look
God.
very sunburnt.
It's there. Do you know what it is? It's driving. I've got sunburnt. Like, one arm is like ridiculously sunburnt. The other arm's like quite sunburnt, but not as bad. And it's because driving with the window.
What have you been driving? A fucking X-Wing too close to the sun?
Well, you know, like, look at me. Obviously, I burn easy. But yeah, we was playing in the garden yesterday. Oh yeah, I forgot to do that. I was playing in the garden yesterday, and then I had to drive and stuff, and yeah, I got one arm that's like really bent. It's all blistering and stuff. It's not good.
Blister, never knew how much I missed ya. Cool. What else have you been up to?
What else have I been doing?
I did a lot of miles this weekend.
Go on.
Well, I had shows like all over the place. Pickering, which is...
Did you have a show in Pickering?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then from there to Dorset.
Yeah.
That's not quick.
No.
And then from Dorset, there was one in Kent. And then back from Kent to St Helens. So I did like a big X. Cool. Generation X. All that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of miles.
Yeah.
X-Pack.
Yeah, X to the Z.
Yeah.
Exhibit.
Yeah. So, did that. Pimped my ride. I didn't.
Exhibit? Is it called Exhibit?
XI.
Well, then why does he call himself X to the Z?
I don't know.
What an idiot.
Yeah.
Sure, it should be X to the I.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Exhibit.
It doesn't matter.
X to the Z. It don't make sense.
Neither does someone saying, yeah, what do you do for a living? I fit carpets. All right then, we'll put you some laminate flooring in your boot.
Let's do like...
Didn't make no sense.
Completely out of cat. Let's carpet the roof.
That made no sense. there was one where... I remember there was one who was like, oh yeah, I like skateboarding, mate. So he fit like a grind pipe to the back of his car.
Which makes no sense.
I was like, what the fuck?
And then just... I think I've seen that one then. Don't it just show them all like grinding on it at the end?
Yeah. And then yeah, what do you do? I play guitar. Alright, I'll trick your fucking car out so it's a huge guitar.
It was an amplifier, wasn't it? Yeah, I saw
and then
that
he gave
one.
him like a Gibson Explorer or something, I can't remember.
Well, to be fair...
And then the person, and he was like, oh yeah, rip some shit out. So this guy was shit on guitar, and he was like, oh yeah, doing some shit. And then Exhibit was like, yeah, fucking rock and roll, X to the Z, motherfucking R to the R.
I can't spell, bitches. Yeah. I remember one. Didn't he put a fish tank in one once?
Nah, surely not.
I think he did.
That'd be bad. That'd be horrible to the fish. You'd be like banging its head all the time.
Yeah, it'd be like fucking loving it.
I don't think they put a fish tank in.
They always used to put like stuff like an Xbox in the boot with a screen, and it's like, where would you play that? Where would you be playing that?
No, right. But if we go back to the early 2000s, where I first got a car, right, and I pimped it up. I pimped my ride.
You got to pimp my ride.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I had a GameCube in it.
You did, yeah.
It fully did. I like haberdashery, so I put a sewing machine in there. I didn't, yeah, loads of people had them in the boot there, and then it's because when you're at a cruise, everyone pulls up.
This isn't like a nice boat ride through the Mediterranean.
No. You pull up, open your boot, screen comes down, everyone crowds around, plays a bit of virtual tennis.
And then you try starting your car and your battery's dead.
Yeah, you either leave it on or don't.
That is just bad to the environment.
No, your battery's not dead after a little bit of GameCube.
Yeah, it just seems pointless.
And you've got a billion other cars there to jumpstart you off.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
but no one's got cables because they replaced it with like...
Yeah. And all their batteries are dead as well. So it's just a load of racer boys like stuck in the car park.
Boy racers.
Boy racers, racer boys.
He was a racer boy.
He said, "See you later, boy." He had an Xbox in his boot.
Yeah. Yes, I used to do all that.
Yeah.
But my screen comes out the dashboard, GameCube.
Yeah, I remember it.
Bit of Need for Speed Underground.
Yeah.
Whilst in real life, Need for Speed Underground.
What was the song that was on Need for Speed Underground that was Lost
Story of the
Profits?
Story of the Year.
It was Story of the Year. Which
The Hero Will Drown.
Oh, that's such a good song. That is such a good song.
So, don't ask me. Don't ever try and catch me up with Need for Speed
No,
Underground.
I'm not trying to. I'm genuinely curious. I've got Need for Speed 2 downstairs, but I just haven't played it. But it's not as good as it. That's one with the free roaming and all that. I got it downstairs. I just haven't played. I
used to trick out my Nissan 350Z. It's awesome.
They're doing a new Need for Speed. They've got a new one that's supposed to be similar to the old Underground games. I think they've gone back to the...
Yeah, but wasn't that just from the leak image where people are like, oh, it's going to be that because
it's got the wheel.
rims.
Because there was a wheel. Yeah. I hope so, though. I hope they do. I remember Hot Pursuit 2.
Oh, dude.
What?
I've not got a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One.
Yeah.
Because the Wii U is all I need. But if Tony Hawk's comes out and Need for Speed Underground comes out, and it's like Need for Speed Underground, Tony Hawk's is good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on that shit like a fucking.
Are you gonna get one? You're not just gonna.
Only
play
if them
mine?
2 games come out.
Oh, I thought you just was gonna say, "Can I just nick yours?"
No.
Okay.
If them 2 games come out, that's me set for the next 10 years.
They are.
No, but if they're good.
Oh, if they're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm not too sure on Tony Hawk's.
No, the graphics look a
all.
bit street trash.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's going to be bringing it out on Xbox normal.
Do you know what?
Not the first one.
Xbox normal. The first Xbox. The 360.
Yeah, it's coming out on GameCube actually.
Wow, that wouldn't sell. I can't remember what I was going to say about it. Oh yeah, I bet it's going to be massive online as well. I think everyone's going to be in a skate park.
Yeah, everyone will plug in the modem into the back of the Dreamcast.
Yeah, that's
Everyone
it.
be
Yeah,
loving it.
yeah. The PS2 went online.
See, I don't want to play online. I just want.
I know, no, neither do I. But I think that's what they'll do. I think it'll be like a skate park.
Like the X Games.
Yeah,
where one goes, but then.
No, I think
it'll be at the same time. 3, 2, 1. You got 30 seconds
to do as many tricks as you can. Because there's loads of multiplayer on Tony Hawk's, wasn't there, where you could do that, and it was whoever could do the most tricks.
I don't know. I never once played that.
Yeah.
I was just bombing around.
There was
everywhere.
multiplayer on Disney Skate Extreme, whatever it is, with Buzz Lightyear doing fucking
that was pretty tricked out.
Zero gravity and all. That was a good game.
It was a good game.
It was just Tony Hawk's fault though, wasn't it, with a different skin on.
Yeah, but it was So if it's like, because they've called it Pro Skater 5.
Yeah.
They've not gone for fucking.
Underground, what was the American Wasteland? And,
Yeah. Thug,
yeah.
Tony Hawk's Underground.
They got shit, didn't they? They did get really shit.
Yeah, well I think they didn't want FIFA syndrome, where it was the same game every time, so they felt like they had to reinvent the wheel every time.
I appreciate that.
And then they were like,
they got further and further away from skateboarding.
Well, the perfect thing of Tony Hawk's was its engine, and the way that you could, if you manualed, you could link all your sort of combos up and get all these great combos and stuff, and it was an arcade game, really, wasn't it? Because he was just high scoring combos and stuff like that, and that was the beauty of it. It was pure gameplay.
Yeah, the
fact that it's been a fucking decade or whatever since the last time Thug was out or whatever it's been. I don't know.
It's been that long?
I don't know. I'm just saying words. Then the fact is there's been time.
Yeah.
Well, no, because there was that one that you stood on, wasn't there? What was that one?
Where you got a skateboard.
You got like a wee fat thing.
Yeah. I can't remember what that was called.
Yeah.
It called I don't know. Wasn't that like Pro Skater Extreme or something, or like?
It was
Tony Hawk's.
It was.
Tony
Hawk's Bargain Minks, nobody bought it.
Yeah.
That's what it was. And but there's been enough time now, and the fact they're calling it Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5.
Yeah, I think
all of the Pro Skater games there was nothing wrong with any of them. They're all phenomenal.
Pro Skater 4, I ain't played it yet. I need to play it.
Yeah, they're all really good.
Yeah.
Pro Skater 3, maybe the best. Pro Skater 2, I've got the biggest nostalgic fetish for.
Pro Skater 2. It's the soundtrack.
It is the soundtrack.
Yeah, boy.
That was.
Was that the first one? No, that was the second one.
That was the second one, but I was just saying that was terrifying.
It was a good impression, though. It was a terrifying song.
It was.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that it goes back to its roots. It's got a good engine. I can forgive the graphics a little bit if the engine's right.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I think it should be. It's more of an arcade style game, and I think that's what we need to see. I want against the Underground games, to be honest. I think the first Underground was really good. The second one was a bit.
Yeah, but then when you could jump in an Evo and bob about, it was.
That was a bit ridiculous. But the first one was good, and then you unlocked Iron Man at the end, and then the full game you could just fly around as Iron Man.
The best unlockable character was Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yeah,
because
his tricks
were cool.
Was that Pro Skater 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, so we get into the actual
Turn
show.
it up. Bring the noise.
Howard and Leslie are waiting.
Yeah, sure they are. So, our first topic, shall I go first?
Yeah, psoriasis.
Alright, yeah, psoriasis. No one knows at all what that's about. Yeah, so my first topic
you and I
is...
and that's all that matters.
That is all that matters. The accident that happened at Alton Towers. Like I kind of mentioned before, I was there like a few days beforehand, which I found it quite weird because I genuinely was like, when it happened, I know like it's like a proper cliche, but I was like, that could have been me.
Wait, but it was days before, and you didn't even go on that ride.
No, I know.
There's no connection in the
but
slightest.
The only reason, no, it's not in that sense. But what I mean is that
just look at 10,000 car crashes that happen every day. And go,
yeah, I suppose.
That could have been me.
But it's not. I don't mean it in like a selfish, like, oh look, could be like that kind of way. But at the same time, like, because I've been there so soon to the accident, like I'd been in that environment and seen all the people and kind of the excitement that's there and the buzz, and I could kind of appreciate a bit more how fucking terrifying it must have been. You know what I mean? Not only to the people there who were, you know, in a really obviously really terrifying, all snapped up, but for the kind of people watching and like, there's a lot of people there, and I imagine the panic as well that must have been going on. Like, as soon as like one person starts panicking in a crowd like that, you know, it builds and builds. But yeah, for those people that kind of don't.
Yeah, it would have just been a crowd seeing a roller coaster crash at 50 miles per hour.
That's what I mean. Yeah. So
I don't think one person started. I think everyone was like,
but you know what I'm saying.
Oh my god, a fucking roller coaster just crashed and snapped those people's legs up. Apparently there's blood all over faces and shit.
Oh god. Like, so yeah, for those people who kind of, I'm sure everyone knows, but just to briefly kind of go over it, the Smile at Alton Towers.
So Alton Towers is a theme park in England.
Yeah.
No, because there might be people in Mongolia.
We have got people in Mongolia actually, and Budapest.
Who were like, "Hey, what is that?" I don't know how they speak.
What, like the New York
like
gangsters?
Hey,
and they go,
"What?
Yeah, boy."
What's Alton Towers?
They've all got their eyes closed in Mozambique or wherever I'm on about.
Geography.
What's Alton Towers?
And you go, oh, theme park.
Yeah.
What happened then?
A roller coaster crashed.
Yeah, roller coaster crashed. Yeah, and what was funny is when
no,
not funny, but ironic. Then when I was there with Annie, she was like, "That don't look right." She was like, "The carts have been set off too quickly before, like, because it's like they set one off, then they'll set another one off, and it's like that quick." She was like, "They're gonna crash." She was like, "They're gonna crash," and I was like, "Don't be fucking stupid. Of course they're not gonna crash. They know what they're doing." And then they crashed a few days later. But,
oh no, this is brand new news to me.
But I kind of thought like the so what happened that one of the girls has had to have her leg amputated like above the knee. One guy, I think I'll check it out, but I'm sure he had like severe head injuries and was like
a severe headache.
No, he had like a really bad head injuries, and I think he was unconscious for a bit. But yeah, the kind of one that was the worst.
Probably a good thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, probably. This girl Leah was probably the one that had it worse.
Is she the 19 college-year-old girl?
17. Yeah, she's college-year-old.
She's the 19 college-year-old girl.
She's the 17-year-old girl who was there kind of on her first date kind of thing. Which is...
was it a first date?
Yeah.
Yeah, at least you got
said on the news anyway that it was
I bet he's gonna, I don't want her with a weird one leg.
Yeah. To be fair, who takes one to Alton Towers on the first date?
I've been to theme parks and stuff on first date.
That's a... I couldn't do it. Unless I knew the person before.
You know Tej?
Yeah.
That's his trademark.
Alton Towers?
Alton Tees.
I thought it was...
No, Escape or Alton Tees.
Escape. X to the Escape.
Yeah. X to the P, because we can
Escape
spell.
I can understand.
Yeah,
Because that's
Alton
a bit more
Tees.
chilled out, but Alton Towers, that's quite an intense first date. Because that's quite a coupley thing to do, like, straight off the bat.
If you want the science behind it, which he's got no science behind it, and neither have I when I've been, but, you know when two people go under, like a fearful, terrifying experience, they have a bigger connection together. So it would actually be good. I've never been for that reason, but
So
because I remember there
your
was...
first date, you should just fucking take them to...
Stab 'em.
Yeah, just attack them.
Yeah.
Just take them down some dodgy alleys at night.
Yep. Rapists.
The first date, push them off a cliff.
Rapists.
Yeah.
They go down to a T.
Yeah.
But, right, so they did this test, like, where... I forget.
Who Tej didn't do this test?
No. There was a scientific test done in I think, America. Fucking ages ago. A couple of years ago. They did, like, something where a woman would... like give a questionnaire or something to a man after this bridge, normal bridge, or whatever, and then whatever.
What, the walk across the bridge?
Walk across the bridge, and they'd give a questionnaire. But the people walking across the bridge, I don't think they didn't know what the thing was, and then they did the same thing, but walking across this rickety old fucking weird bridge
Indiana
with
Jones,
different,
yeah.
Indiana Jones sort of shit with different people or whatever.
Yeah.
And the bloke fancied that woman miles more and like would always ask for like the phone number and shit. I don't know what it is. There's some science behind it. Check it out. It's really, really interesting, and it's nothing like what I just said.
So if you meet a girl, you should take her on Indiana Jones adventure.
Exactly.
Yeah. Then you might
If
see...
there's anywhere where you can get chased by a boulder,
Yeah.
fucking go wild.
Yeah. And then you might get to raid hair lost ark.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Janet. Oh, all right.
Can I touch your holy grail?
Well, you were supposed to be Janet then.
Oh, right, sorry.
Janet.
Yeah, hello.
I'm in two minds whether to take you out or not because your voice freaks me out a little bit. But do you want to go on a date?
Yes, I'd love to.
Actually, I'm really for a second, but we'll go anyway. Where do you want to go? I know a nice place.
Go on.
It's called Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
And we can have a lovely meal of fucking insects and shit afterwards as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds lovely.
No, I can't handle the voice.
I
Fuck
sound
off.
like Leslie.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Good.
Go ride the smiler.
Show me your crystal skull.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah,
No, it's a tragedy. It's horrible.
it is a
Of course
tragedy.
it is.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, it's terrible. But yeah, so I kind of read on BBC News today that that she's got 2 mil from it, 2 million.
See, I find this hard to believe because there's not been enough medical analysis and enough. There's not been any sort of
Now look at the article.
Anything.
Yeah.
There can't have been any sort of like anything because it's too soon.
Yeah, but surely.
They shot out that Towers have just not offered it to
Yeah,
me
they probably-
because
yeah.
it's too soon. None of that's even happening yet. The family are probably not even thinking about that yet. They're thinking about fucking
It's
Opti.
could get 2 million.
yeah.
But then another place is saying could receive 1 million. So I don't think they've said definitely.
No, it's too close.
But-
The fully analysis of the roller coaster of what happened, whose fault it is not.
Well, they've
fully
finished
done
that
yet.
now, haven't they? They've
Yeah,
done
but
that.
I mean, it's nowhere near enough time to
Yeah.
have gone through a court.
Yeah,
and
true.
this stuff takes fucking ages. And with something like this,
Mm.
like the whole litigiousness to do with this, it's going to take fucking at least
yeah.
a year.
I won't be surprised if that was
No way she got
a
2
good
million.
approximation though of like.
Well, you're saying that, but one says 1 mil and then one doubles it.
Yeah,
so
one
it's like
doubles it,
it's
yeah.
not. I think
But I was
it's
just thinking,
people
either way,
talking.
like, it's going to be a fuckload of cash. But I was thinking, like, a fuckload of sweet, sweet buns. But, yeah, they were trapped up there for 4.5 hours as well. Like, that it makes it even worse.
There's all
for me,
stuff
like,
as well, like, they didn't report the accident.
Yeah, straight
for
away, they
A
tried
long
to-
time.
they
They were
tried
like,
to-
oh, we've got fucking Eddie here. He's done a first aid course. Eddie, 1 minute. He's just on his break. He's just in his coffee break. Just let him finish his mocha choker fucking cunt drink, and he'll
choker.
yeah he'll be
He'll just pop your leg back
he'll
on.
be here in 10 minutes. Yeah, see you later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not going. To be honest, this looks a bit much.
Yeah, I think this is above our capabilities. Someone's leg has come off.
Leave
Oh, no,
Eddie.
not come off. It didn't come off in the accident.
Leave Eddie with his mocha joker.
Yeah.
Right. Eddie, false alarm.
Yeah.
Just have your drink.
Carry on having your drink.
Nah.
It's hot. He's burnt his mouth. Better send extra to ambulance people.
Nah. Hello? Yeah. Just come.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I always keep thinking that a leg came off in the accident. It didn't.
No,
That's what I'm
it didn't.
saying, but
It didn't.
I've
Like,
just
didn't
got-
hit this thing and then it just spin off. And like,
That's the vision that I've got.
and then
though.
there's a little woman like, my son got kicked in the face by a leg. I want to sue for fucking 5 million. None of that stuff happened.
Oh god.
It wasn't a comic book.
No.
Desperate Dan was not in this thing.
But yeah, I just was thinking, like, I don't know, like it's something that I think it angered me in a lot of ways. Because I think when you can't wait.
The Temple of Doom.
Yeah. Let me see your Temple of Doom. Oh, I'll lick your crystal skull.
Meant note to audio listeners, but
Yeah, I wore a Indiana Jones hat. Yeah. I can't remember what I was going to say then. I was on to a point. Oh yeah, it angered me. I think because I
wait,
think
what angered you?
that this whole accident, the fact that there shouldn't be accidents on stuff like roller coasters. Like, surely they go through that much stuff before they actually let people on it. That it just shouldn't happen. And when you go on a roller coaster, like you're completely putting your life in their hands.
My point is though, whose fault is it?
I know, yeah.
Because if it's some like school kid
Yeah.
on his first job
But then why would it be
and
on
he's
that?
just like press go, collected his $200, pass
he'll
go,
only need it now. He's unemployed.
whatever.
And probably being sued.
But it's if it's like an error with the actual machine, it's not Alton Towers'
wasn't it a
fault.
combination of both?
I don't know. It's
from
not
what?
Alton Towers' fault.
Yeah.
It's the people who made the roller coaster's fault. Like Alton Towers did not
No.
go, like John from Alton Towers didn't go, oh yeah, I'll knock one of them up. When Eddie's finished his coffee, we'll
work
get
together.
to work on it.
Twice as
None of
fast.
that happened. They paid this German company
Yeah.
£18 million to build this roller coaster, design and build this roller coaster.
Mm.
They're paying for their expertise. You know what I mean? If I bought a PlayStation
Yeah.
and it's set on fire,
It wouldn't be your fault.
it's not my fault.
Yeah.
It's Sony's fault.
But if I walked in and lit it on fire,
yeah, then
it's my fault.
Then it's your fault. Yeah, that's what I mean. But I
weird
seem to
analogy.
think because what's happened is the things called multi-car roller coasters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I wish I'd done some research before this show, which I
Yeah.
didn't. The multi-car, which obviously means that there's more than one on a
couple
track
going,
at
yeah.
a time, which is great for queues. Not good for knees. but but basically, this German company in 2013, I think, a roller coaster. This German company, I think it was a Six Flags park in America.
okay.
A woman plummeted to air death off one of their roller coasters.
Ah, that'd be the scariest thing ever.
Same company did this, and I think Alton Towers and all the people who is it Merlin that owned?
Yeah, Merlin.
I'm so annoyed at my park.
My wizard powers did not save this girl.
Yeah, I think Merlin's the company that own like Madame Tussauds and all that shit, and Thorpe Park, Alton Towers and everything. They've closed every all the Sea Life centres, the Blackpool one,
Legoland.
They've closed
York Dungeons.
all the all right, fucking PR man for fucking.
I'm practically King Arthur.
You're fucking Merlin's fucking PR guy, right? Anyway, so. All of these companies that own a roller coaster, multi-car roller coaster developed by this German company, they've closed all them roller coasters off.
Yeah, which means a massive section of the park's being closed off in Alton Towers, which is probably the right thing to do. But this roller coaster, I mean, it's 14 loops in this roller coaster.
It's too many.
It is too many. So,
but it's not that. It's not that.
No, it's not that killed him. But it's just madness, isn't it? Like when you think about, just when you actually think about, you're on that thing with your life in their hands.
It could have just been one that goes round, but if one's set off when another one's not working, they're gonna crash. Aren't they? It's I don't think it's anything to do with the radness.
Oh no, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that makes it 10 times scary when you think about what exactly like the madness and the risk that they take with roller coasters, and the fact that you're just like sitting on there and strapping yourself in and going, right, off we go then.
I don't get why they sent a test one round.
No, didn't they do that? They sent a test one round, didn't they? And then
because they'd had problems throughout the day, and they're going, right, let's send a test one. And before that had come back, they
sent another one.
They sent with all the people on.
Yeah, I know, it's not good.
No. Why you want that back?
I know.
Before that's even allowed to set off.
It's, which is why I don't know. It seems a little bit more like it'd be human error, but then
it all depends on where the onus falls of who is in the wrong.
Yeah.
Because Alton Towers may just not be in the wrong at all. They must just had like a fucking awful dip on their fucking shares.
Yeah.
And like all this negative press, and it might not be their fault.
Yeah.
Like, it could be this German company that no one's ever heard of outside of fucking the, like, real life roller coaster tycoon people.
That's how they build them.
It's
a
like,
giant ant comes. Like...
Plus, like, it's not like if I go to Flamingo Land. I don't know.
I'm going to Flamingo Land on Sunday.
Are you?
Yeah.
Go on that motorbike one.
Isn't that like one like hell?
No, it's alright.
Is it alright?
Yeah. Go see all the chimps and shit.
Oh yeah, that's the one. I'm more excited for that. I love a zoo.
What was I gonna say? What was I saying? If I go there and I go, oh, motorcycle one, I don't know who made that.
Yeah, it's true.
It might be an Eddie with his mocha chocker, but it might be fucking the Germans trying to sabotage us, whatever.
Either way,
love
like
you, Germany.
Roller coasters are like, I love roller coasters, and it has kind of half made me stop and think a little bit, even though the odds are very, very slim. Like, you do have that moment where you're like, before I get on a roller coaster now, even that, I just don't think I'll be able to help.
It just makes it more of a thrill ride.
It does make it more of a thrill ride.
Right, it's just the statistics haven't changed.
No,
the fact that you're still a million times more likely to die on the way there in a car crash.
But it still doesn't help you that like a rational side of your brain that's like,
no, but then
it's happened to someone else.
But then the rational side of your brain knows that there's 100,000 car crashes every month or whatever. I don't know the figures at all. I keep making them up, but there's a fucking lot of car crashes.
But then I feel like in them situations, you feel like you're in more control.
Not
like
really.
You're completely
not if someone fucking wipes
you out. No, I know,
out.
but what I'm saying is that at least there's something that you can do about it if you're in a car. But if you're in a roller coaster, you've completely got no control. Like your
but
life
if you're
is
going 70.
Oh yeah, and someone
like,
crashes. Yeah, I know. I get where you're coming from.
It's like, and that happens like exponentially more. It's not even just a little bit more. It's like ridiculously more.
Yeah.
Then.
I know. Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's like there's that part of your brain in it that's like, I'm not in control here, and someone recently, just got severely injured from it. But at the same time, you've got to kind of, like you said.
But at any point that you're at the theme park around the world, at that moment, there's thousands of people on a roller coaster.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
all just chilling out, loving it, getting a funny picture at the end where they're doing Mr. Bean.
Yeah,
where they're not bothered.
I did that on one of the rides.
That or a Mr. Bean?
No, that face. Like that.
So not a Mr. Bean.
No, what's a Mr. Bean?
And you seen the Mr. Bean where he's on a roller coaster, he's just like real bored and there's just
Oh
like,
yeah, I think I
it's
have,
going
yeah.
around like real men, everyone
Yeah.
around is like, "Ah," and he's just like not bothered, Mr.
Yeah.
Bean. Yeah, so obviously it's really sad for them and their family, but it don't change the statistics. And nobody died.
No one died.
I know
no,
they've
but-
got snapped up legs, but when I'm talking about like car crashes and millions of other things that kill people every year, you know what I mean? Like heart disease, but they still sell candy floss at the theme park.
That's the biggest crime.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what I mean, like
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think it's just because it's fresh and it's just happened. But I just thought it was something that would be
6 months time, no one will care, no one will remember.
and I think it's something. Well, she will.
She will.
I think that's something that I wanted to kind of bring up because I think a lot of people are talking about it at the minute, and I kind of wanted to get your opinion and discuss a little bit, kind of. I don't know a little bit about it because it interested me in a lot of ways, as much as it's like a horrible thing. Like I was interested in like, you know, like it just shows how much your life is in someone else's hands when you go on a roller coaster.
Yeah, like I say, I think it don't change it for me. I'll still go on roller coasters.
Oh yeah,
and
so I'm going to another theme park on Sunday.
It all comes down to whose fault it is. If it's the designer's fault and it's a design flaw of multi-car roller coasters, that's a bigger overarching issue because that affects multiple theme parks around the world.
Yeah.
And this company's like, I can't see, if it's that company's fault, I can't see them ever making a roller coaster again.
Hopefully not.
I can see them, that being the end of their business, can't
Yeah.
you? No
Yeah,
theme
yeah.
park's going to trust, like...
No, of course
because
not, no.
because Alton Towers were losing over 500 grand a day
Yeah.
when it was shut down. That's like $750,000.
And that's
a
not
day.
even mentioning like refunding people and also the impact it's going to have on the future of Alton Towers and,
Yeah,
and the
exactly.
stocks and
the
everything.
shares
The
went from
shares,
there
yeah.
went down.
Yeah.
Oh, I won't be able to afford a potion this week.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
all comes down to whose fault it is. All the stuff about 1 million, 2 million is bollocks. I can
is,
see
but
it
at the
being
same time-
I can see it being more than that.
I hope it is.
It's not even been through any sort of legal anything yet. The family probably are not giving a flying fuck about money at the moment.
Oh, no, they're worried about
they're
their daughter,
fucking
yeah.
crying their eyes out of the fact that their
Yeah.
daughter's just like got crippled legs now. You know what I mean? Like that's a lot more of a big issue
But
now.
she did. The good news is today she kind of stood for the first time, so I think you know there's a little bit of hope for her. And I hope that she's.
Yeah,
able to
I
walk
wish
again.
and the family all
Yeah,
the
all
best.
the best,
I
yeah,
hope they get
definitely,
the
yeah.
best medical care you can get.
They should. That's surely the least.
But
they
again,
can.
might not be Alton Towers' fault.
It might not be now, but unfortunately they're gonna have to be the ones that take it on the chin more than anyone else.
Of course,
'cause
like
they're
it's either human error or the roller coaster's fault. And if it's the roller coaster's fault, it's not Alton Towers' fault. And if it's human error, it's one dude's fault.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'll do that.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
But dude can be any sex, really.
Yeah, it can. Yeah. We're all dudes.
So yeah, I don't know.
Cool.
What do you think?
I think, yeah, I in a lot of ways I feel sorry for Alton Towers, the kind of staff there and the amount of stress it must have taken. But at the same time, like, I think about stuff like this, and I think the fact that this has happened now might save lives further down the line. You know, that roller coaster might have, if it was flawed, might have actually killed someone later on down the line. If it
I
had
think
gone
it's
wrong,
phenomenal it didn't.
So. Yeah,
I think that's the bigger thing, is that nobody died.
I know.
Like, it smashed in at 50 miles an hour into the one and then got attached to it.
I know.
And it was like, how did nobody die? That's like
Yeah.
quite fucking cool.
So I think that kind of, if you look at it like in a really odd way, it's better that that's happened and no one's died.
Alton Towers, I've got a solution for him.
Go on.
On all the roller coasters, right? Go to nintendosushi.com/shop.
Yeah.
Buy a load of these Majora's Mask pillows.
pillows, yeah.
Just stick them to the front. No. Anyone who's going on a roller coaster,
Yeah, go on.
strap these to your legs.
We'll do roller coaster discount.
No, we won't.
I like the way we're using
Charge more.
this tragedy to sell things.
I know, that's the joke.
Yeah. Cool. And buy that cap so you don't get sunburnt like me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's all just makeup. Oh no, we didn't even show you around.
No, we didn't show man, did we? No.
Oh, this good makeup.
It's good makeup. He's minging.
Yeah. So is that it for that?
That's it for that topic.
Wait, what was that fucking bullshit that you brought up before the show? You was like, oh, it's been evacuated again.
Oh yeah.
I was like, fuck off.
No, it has. No, one of the rides was.
hasn't.
No, someone had a fit and like proper panicked, and they had to stop the ride.
Right, on a kid's roller coaster,
Yeah.
a kid was like panicking.
Yeah.
Because it's a kid on a roller coaster, which happens every minute of every day, and some fucking twat family have gone to the newspaper and been like,
yeah.
we want our fucking 5 minutes of fame, like, we're gonna jump on this fucking tragedy.
I'll have a
as
look
we're
now.
doing.
Yeah.
And
we're already famous. We don't need 5 minutes of fame.
we're not, and we do.
Well, panic at Alton Towers. This is the Daily Mirror. After ride is evacuated 1 week after the Smiler accident.
Which makes you go, shit.
What's happened now? That was my reaction. The Octonauts roller coaster, based on the popular CBeebies show, was brought to a halt.
Sounds extreme. How many loops has this one got?
I'd love it if that had like 15 loops. Halt by a thrill seeker became extremely anxious. I won't call the Octonauts ride a thrill seeker.
They're not very good at seeking.
No.
If that good, find a different hobby. If you're seeking a thrill on an Octonauts ride,
Passengers wore safety harnesses attached to the railing.
you need to
Passengers
enunciate better than that. You just went.
Sorry. They wore safety harnesses and attached to the railing as they left the ride, so they had to be like taken out of it. The park released a statement saying, on the 10th of June, an incident occurred when, for unknown reasons, a guest became agitated on the Octonauts roller coaster adventure.
Not agitation.
Yeah,
That's worse than anything.
Surely, if there's anything a roller coaster does, it agitates you.
If the girl with the snapped up legs getting 2 million, he's freaking on for at least 10 mil.
Yeah.
Agitation.
In line with standard procedures, this led to the ride being evacuated. Alton Towers resort staff followed all normal procedures to ensure the guests were taken off the ride quickly and safely.
And then they show a picture of the snapped up fucking Smiler ride.
Yeah, victims of the Smiler crash. We've got a picture there. I also like that it said, one of the witnesses said, there was a lady next to me whose son was really distressed and she was shouting up to him to stay calm.
Stay fucking calm!
Just shouting at him, stay calm!
Yeah, that's
some idiot who felt like going to the newspaper.
Yeah.
I think.
I'm going to sue Alton Towers.
Why?
Well, because in reenacting that, I've now got a sore throat.
Yeah.
Because I shouted quite loud and...
Maybe we should all just sue Alton Towers for different reasons.
Bad technique.
Yeah.
I didn't shout from the diaphragm.
True.
So...
Alton Towers should have told you to use your diaphragm.
Shut it down. Get it on lockdown. Right, what's my topic? Well, I haven't really got one. the other day, I found a toy and was like an action figure. I was like, what the fuck is this from? Tweeted it. The brethren and sister. No one seemed to know. And then, was it?
It was pulling.
Was it Pullen?
It was pulling.
The man pulled that?
Yeah, Mr. Marty. Who, by the way, thanks a lot for our little gifts.
Oh yeah,
Japan.
tell him about your little gifts.
Yeah, he got us a couple of like cool, like Japanese, like they're like mugs but beakers, like a weird mix between them two, aren't they? Freaky baby. Like a weird mix between mugs and beakers. They're kind of what Japanese people drink tea out of.
It was the Pullen.
Yeah. He got us a couple of them. He sent us some Kit Kats to do on biscuit sandwiches, which we're going to record soon. So
Coming Tuesday.
He also got us like a thing for our keys and like a money box type thing as well. I think
What a beautiful man.
What a beautiful man.
Yeah. So,
And he solved your Ghostbusters fiasco. Not Ghostbusters, Thundercats.
yeah, which it was Safari Joe.
Yeah.
Which, what a shit name for a bad guy.
But what a cool looking bad guy.
Well, it looks like...
He's got everything a bad guy needs. He's got a monocle,
No,
he's got a tash, he's got a bald head.
it looks like the Monopoly guys trying to be Bear Grylls.
No, it looks like...
Because he's
it's
in
a
an
bit
explorer
Robotnik.
outfit.
Yeah.
But it looks like the Monopoly dude.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so just sort of toys and shit.
But yeah, I'm just looking now at Action Man. Because that was...
Tell people
I had that one!
Alright, calm down. People can't see.
Well, that was my kind of toys as a kid, was Action Man.
The greatest hero of them all!
Yeah, which was... to be fair, it was pretty awesome. Do you remember that one? The one that you twisted his wrist up?
No.
He was like, he had nunchucks.
Samurai one. Yeah, I do actually.
He had nunchucks, and then you kept twisting his wrist round.
Yeah, I remember.
And like he'd spin his nunchucks real fast, like which would proper hurt his hand.
So like for people outside of England, 'cause they've tried to make it take off in the States and stuff, but I don't think it ever did. It like came around in like the 50s or maybe early 60s, where they were trying to.
It's like get dolls to boys, wasn't it?
Yeah, because they're more the size, like are they like 12-inch? Maybe size, and they're like Barbie dolls, but dudes. They all look like Ken, but.
They made the most manliest person ever, though, didn't they? Like, they made a point of making it, like, as manly as possible. Like, he's ripped, and he's got, like, a tank top
square jawline. And he got a scar on his face.
Yeah. On his cheek.
Yeah. So, he's Action Man...
There's a Hitler one there.
All the same dude? Is it just one dude?
It's the same dude. And he fought...
Who can swim, can fucking...
Yeah, he can do it all. Fly to the moon, spin his hands... Fucking ride a big Jeep. I had a Jeep. Oh my god!
1966 it came out.
I had the moon one.
There was an action one.
And he had a moon buggy.
Yeah. I remember
but what else I had was the Jeep, right? And he'd sit in the Jeep. And no, I had the Jeep and I had the car. And the car's the thing that I'm thinking about. That was more exciting. It was a convertible, and you pushed on the boot, and then the boot would come up, and there was like missiles, like a missile launcher in the boot, and then you press a button, it like fire missiles over the car. That was cool.
Oh, wait,
I remember getting that for Christmas.
Action Man. It's a licensed copy of G.I. Joe for Britain.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it makes sense, doesn't it? It's a similar sort of
thing.
but
I remember the little Joes when I was a kid. I didn't have the big ones.
They did have Little Action Men, but I remember it being a McDonald's toy for a while, Little Action Men.
Right, so the reason probably why it was a big thing for you...
The greatest hero of them all!
Because they came out from 1966 to 1984.
Yeah.
Then they shut down production, and they came out again in 1993, and you was born 92, weren't you?
Yeah, so that makes sense.
So, like, it'll evolve, and they're still going since then. So it'll have been all the rage.
I remember...
when she was a kid.
Watching, a cartoon. This is the most brutal thing ever, actually. I remember watching one of the cartoon programs. It was probably like Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network or something. I think it was Cartoon Network.
Nick.
On the... do you remember the bad guy, Dr. X?
Yeah.
Right. You would...
And fucking... gout.
Gangrene. There was this whole bit where... He was... The advert finished with Dr. X hanging off the edge of a cliff, and Action Man stood over him. Like, as in, like, is he going to save him or not? And then you had to vote in, like, over the phone. So you had to ring... I had it. So you had to ring in and vote as to whether, in the next advert, Action Man would let Dr. X fall to his death, or would save Action Man, or would save Dr. X.
That's brutal, but kind of cool.
Yeah, but the thing is they said if they voted for him to die, then they'd bring out a new baddie, which I think was Gangrene.
Professor Gangrene.
I had that exact toy. So all the kids...
This was 1997.
Yes, it'd be about right. I'd be about 5 when I said... Yeah, all the kids voted for Action Man just to let Dr. X fall to his death. So then there was just this brutal advert of, like, Dr. X hanging, like, with his arm up, like, going like, oh, it's funny. But yeah, Dr. X just being like, help, help. And then Action Man just being like, no. And Dr. X just falling to his death, which was quite a brutal advert. Yeah, I had this Gangrene toy. And Gangrene also, he had a little water pistol. I don't know if it shows it in any of them. He had a little water pistol and like a tank on his back, and you fill it up and then you could like squirt his little water gun. But Dr. X was a cool ass baddie.
It was pretty cool, wasn't
he? It was bitchy. He looks like Frank Walster.
He does, doesn't he?
He looks like our TV man. Yeah. Yeah, Dr. X was a cool baddie. He was like wore like purple, didn't he? And he was like an old ripped
proper
man.
Like ripped now with like veins and shit. Proper vascularity.
But wasn't he part robot?
Striation.
Wasn't the story of Dr. X that he was part robot?
Well, yeah, he's got like a robot
sure
eye.
He had like a robot eye and a robot arm or something. And
yeah, I think like his...
Yeah, and in his head... Oh, his head was open. Yeah, I had that toy. I had that exact one where it's got like a Mohican and the side of his head's open. You could just see his robot brain.
Maybe that's why he's so good at fixing
What a
toys.
fucking cool ass baddie.
It was pretty
Dr.
cool,
X was, and Gangrene was. Gangrene just looked a bit like Doc Brown.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that, and the game. I remember the game being awesome. I'm sure it was fucking terrible, but
Well, there was more than one game, which I find quite incredible.
because they want a big thing worldwide.
G.I. Joe game.
Yeah.
I don't even remember them as a kid. Maybe they did come out. I don't really remember that many.
No,
Not to the
I
extent
can't
of the
remember.
Action Man games.
But yeah, the Action Man game that I played, the first level was a top-down car bit like GTA, and you had to like shoot your way through the streets and stuff, and you was in the streets. And you used that convertible that I had the toy of, and then the next level, it was like a third-person shooter, and there was this. I remember just a giant plant, and you had to go find this poison to kill the plant and stuff. But like, Action Man was a massive part of my childhood, like growing up, and it just makes me laugh because of how like you look back at it now, and he's such like a stereotype of what a man should be, and like he's like ripped and he's like in the jungle.
All
and
toys are though.
yeah, they are. Generally. Like, look at Barbie. I mean, it was kind of the similar thing to Barbie, wasn't it? Of, like, this is what a woman should be. And Action Man was very much this is what a man should be. But, yeah, Action Man was cool.
Ken was
really
like,
cool.
this is what a gay man should be.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I really remember, there's a few sort of things I remember from being a kid. I mean, everything just used to be, TV shows just used to
Yeah.
sell toys.
They used to
Like,
come up with characters that'll be better.
Like
toys.
my sort of your generation kind of grew out of that a bit,
Yeah.
and it was more like there was toy lines, but the TV shows were just there to sell toys.
Yeah.
It was like that was their marketing.
Yeah,
it was weird because like
Biker Mice from Mars and stuff like that.
yeah, that was just like right. What would be fucking cool?
Yeah.
Some fucking anthropomorphic mice.
Yeah.
With just fucking.
They had anthropomorphic everything though back then.
Yeah, that's true.
Even sharks.
That's true. That's true. But
Street sharks.
But like there used to be a toy called Polly Pockets. There
I
probably
remember
still
Polly
is,
Pockets,
which
yeah.
was a girl sort of like a clam
Yeah.
case, and you open it up and there's like a little diorama.
Like a little
in there.
house inside.
You got this little girl, and that was made by Bluebird Toys. And in '92 or '92 maybe, they were like, we could do this shit for boys.
Yeah.
So like right, Mighty Max. So.
Mighty Max was cool.
Yeah, they were all like these clamshell things. I had quite a few. I had the spider one, I had
You
the
definitely
Cobra
had
one,
this
I had the
Cobra, yeah.
skull one. I had ton of these.
You had a big castle as well, didn't you?
That thing there.
Yeah, that
It was
thing
like
there.
a mountain, and it opened up, and yeah, it was actually pretty baller.
That is cool. Yeah,
Um,
it had like a little area.
So
for
yes,
the
it was
explore.
like these little clamshell things open up, little diorama, and then to even more be like. The TV shows. There was a Mighty Max TV show that came out just to sell them. They'd already come out, and then Bluebird Toys was like, "Right, we need to sell these. Let's
Yeah.
make a TV show."
Yeah.
And then the Mighty with Rob Paulson, I think, was voiced Max.
Right.
And yeah, they were like, "Right, okay, let's just fucking do this shit." And then yeah, there was a video game and stuff, which I never actually had the video game when I was.
We should
a
get
kid,
our
I
hands
think.
on that. Was that for SNES?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mighty Max, that was a big fucking deal when I was a kid, yeah. Biker Mice from Mars, again, that was just something where they just think... It was called Skull Mountain, by the way, that big toy.
I find it weird that Ninja Turtles took off as much as they did, because Ninja Turtles sort of that same thing in it of just like was pretty much there to sell toys.
Oh, of course, Ninja Turtles toys were ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, they started cool, like... And the April O'Neil toy was, like, super rare.
Yeah.
But I had 3 of them. But I
remember,
didn't
like-
know at the time that there was a rare toy. It was just, that's
Yeah,
what I
you
just
just
got
had
for
it.
a Christmas. Like, one Christmas I got 3 Aprils of 3
Yeah.
different people. And I was like, oh, this sucks. But then apparently it was, like, a super rare toy, and I've got, like, 3 of them in a box somewhere.
Why don't you sell one?
I don't know. Might do.
The
Really, okay.
do you remember like that's the thing with toys where you couldn't just walk into a shop and get the Ninja Turtles. Just there's them 4 Ninja Turtles with their weapons. It would be like Aqua Ninja Turtle or like Space Turtle or
Yeah, I had the one that you wound up in the bath and it swam with like this tiny
Yeah,
thing that
yeah,
it
like-
held, and there was
the same with all of them though.
sports ones and everything like that, and then there was the like samurai line that came with the 3rd movie. And
You
stuff,
look at any of them like Batman or Spider-Man or whatever, and you was like, right, I just want to go and get a toy, a figure.
I had
or
the
something.
Batman toy where you pulled his like belt out and it was like a winder thing, and it just used to shoot up to the thingy. But I think I broke about 3. I think I had 3 of them in the end.
They broke real easy though, didn't they? Yeah.
The belt thing. But it was the Michael Keaton sort of Batman.
You could never like just go and get the toy of that thing. It was always like, because it would just be that the factory like is trying to get as much variance on this character as possible in order to sell as many as possible. And it's like the Lego, like Lego kind of do it now, where I bought a Lego set and it was like comes with something like Aqua Batman or like Deep Sea Batman or something. What the fuck's he doing? Why is he in the sea?
No.
Like Batman, don't go, like give me Aquaman if you want someone in the sea. That's his job. Like I don't want Aqua Batman. It's like when you see the Spider-Man. I bought my friend a Spider-Man just because I thought it was cool. But it was like a Spider-Man on a quad bike.
Yeah.
So what the fuck's he doing on a quad bike?
Just go.
He can fly pretty much. Like why is he on a quad bike? You know, like. So
there was tons of stuff. There was like
Turtles had loads of that shit, didn't they?
Yeah,
like,
Captain Planet was a weird one because it was a TV show trying to teach you.
Captain Planet.
Yeah, it was trying to teach you to save the environment. And there was like
it's like Captain Novelin then.
Kind of, but it was a TV show. That was him.
I do remember him actually.
And each one had a ring. Like one was like earth, fire, all that sort of shit. Yeah, and that was Whoopi Goldberg was in it, which was great. Cool. So there was that stuff. There was Bucky O'Hare again, which was like
yeah.
I don't think there was that many series of Bucky O'Hare, but I remember it always used to be on.
They had weird baddies, didn't it? That were like weird
big toad things.
Yeah, toad things. Yeah, the green things.
And there was there was all sorts of just shit like that.
Figures.
Yeah.
And toys.
James Bond Jr. There was that was a TV show that was on quite. There seemed to be quite a lot, but I don't know how many.
I've got a Joker figure downstairs, and I ain't taking it out the box. Maybe I should take it out the box.
You take everything out of the box.
I know, but I kept thinking because I quite like the box as well.
There was one as well which I had all the toys for. I had all the toys for Thundercats, every single one of them. Even I had the big sword that lit up. I had all the Ghostbusters ones. I had the fire station with the thing that went down.
Did you have the Ecto one?
Yeah, I had the Ecto one. Yeah, and I had a grappling hook in the back.
Oh, did it?
And when you moved it, the grappling hook like came back.
Oh, so cool.
I had all the like obscure baddies that were on like one episode of the cartoon.
Yeah.
I had the ghost trap thing.
Oh yeah, I remember
and
that. Yeah,
it used to have a thing that you put your foot on and it would open up. But I think it was like air because it had this like rubber tube in, and I think it was the thingy from the air that used to trigger it to like open up or whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool fun fact. I tried using that because it was like the box that you put the trap in.
Yeah.
Then it was like this thing where the air went down, and then this thing. I tried fucking lassoing that onto my garage and using it as a rope to climb up.
Well, surely that would never work. It never.
Yeah, but when you're fucking
a
kid, you don't think about shit like that. There was one little Dracula, which that was that thing. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And there was this dude with like a garlic gun I had, and
that's cool.
there was that I had. I remember I had I think this was from Bucky O'Hare, the crook ship.
Yeah.
And it used to like croak when you rocked it back and forth.
Then when you like think about it, like you didn't give a fuck what it was from, did you? Like you were going to a toy shop.
They all used to fight each other.
Yeah, and you'd be like, I don't give a fuck what that's from. It looks cool. It's got a
Power Rangers, fucking Street Sharks.
Street Sharks, yeah, I mentioned that earlier. That was
they were just fucking
ripped sharks in the streets. In the streets.
They were. And there was a real cool Simpsons toy line.
I remember that.
Which I had.
They all had holes in the head so you could put different hats on and stuff, didn't they?
No. They came with speech bubbles.
Oh, is that what that was for?
And like thought bubbles and stuff like that.
Oh, right. I thought it was for hats.
No. It was like speech bubbles and thought bubbles. And I had Homer. Bart came with a cool skateboard with a skull on it, and a few like of the Simpsons toys.
See, I fucking miss Action Man now we've talked about that.
I do. See, I never had no sort of like connection to it. Trolls. I don't know if you know Trolls.
Oh yeah, we had a thing when we were younger where we would just torture trolls.
Did
like
you?
That was the thing as a kid where me and my friend Johnny, not Johnny that way, but another Johnny.
Not Alvin Leslie.
No. We would torture trolls and try and find like the best ways of torturing them. And one thing that I did was because they made out like that rubber stuff, weren't they? They were like real weird, and I put one of the trolls on my lamp, and then and then put the light on all night to see what it'd do, and it just fucking melted this troll onto the bulb, but you couldn't take it off because it was fully attached itself to the bulb. So for ages, and I was too scared to tell my parents that I'd obviously like just melted this shit, and it stank, like absolutely fucking stank. So then we would just try and like we'd have it just attached to this bulb, and I'd just leave it on the thing, and then we'd just like poke pencils through its eyes, and like we were really messed up, really fucked up kids when you think about it. Set fire to its hair and just watch its hair going up.
I had one with pink hair, and you press its tummy down like really hard,
and its eyes lit
and
up.
its eyes would light up, and I think it was like you'd make a wish, and if it ended up on the left one,
it'd come true.
Yeah, or whatever, the other way around.
We just used to torture them fuckers, like throw them out the window. We used to build parachutes ourselves and see if they'd work by throwing them off like the roof.
Do you remember them little fucking plastic
men? Yeah, they're awesome. We used to drive, when I first got a car, we'd drive with a parachute man and then just throw the parachute man out the window, and you'd just see him go like,
yeah.
And go back.
There was Monsters in My Pocket, which were these little rag little things. Boglins, do you remember them?
I remember Boglins, so you put them on your fingers and they'd be all like, eh.
Well, no, the original ones were like, they were big, you put them on a hand.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like these big fucking ugly fucking things. And then they released the smaller series to coincide, I think, with like Frosties or something like that, where they give them away in cereals. Yeah. Cereals used to be the fucking bomb. You'd buy cereals for what had the best toy, not what you liked.
And that was that was the problem with cereals, though. Didn't they have to stop it because like the chemicals ran into the cereals sometimes?
No, it was something stupid, like a kid apparently choked on a toy that they poured into the thing. But then they got around it and they used to put the toys on top of the packet, and it was like boring. But then people just used to rob them out the
toys. It sucked. I remember them days.
But yeah, Boglins was cool because they were like these weird things, and then you could buy these like cages that was just full of like these weird tiny little Boglin things. They were real cool. Do you
remember as well? Like you'd never do it the way that you'd see it on TV programs where they pour the cereal out into the bowl and then the toy happens to fall out. You wouldn't do that. You'd just fucking dig in that shit, wouldn't you? You'd get your dirty little fucking.
It was really gross when you think about it.
Yeah, and you'd just fucking dig through it. I remember you just went past a picture of Stretch Armstrong, and I remember always wanting one of them as a kid. Yeah, but then they wanted like poisonous or something.
No.
I'm sure Stretch Armstrong got cancelled because he was poisonous.
No, the original Stretch Armstrong series goes back to like the 70s or something. If you've got an original Stretch Armstrong now,
there's a Boglin there.
Oh yeah, Boglins. There we go. They were the big ones that you put on your hand.
Hot Wheels was the bomb.
Hot Wheels, yeah.
Hot Wheels, the mental tracks that you'd be able to get for Hot Wheels. And Domino Rally as well, I remember that.
Yeah, I got one of them for Christmas one time.
Domino Rally was awesome.
But I'd set up and all the pieces were all snapped up in the thingy. So I went back to fucking Debenhams or wherever it was from the next day and traded it for Croc and Worms.
Worms, though, is an amazing game.
Worms is amazing. Yeah, so there was all them. There's Crest Team Dummies, I don't know if you remember them.
Yeah.
Where they
and they just explode
and you just fucking
bits.
smash them into. I never had them, but I remember the advert. And I always asked for them every Christmas. Never got one.
Well, I always asked for a Stretch Armstrong every Christmas, and everyone knows my story of when I asked for a Buzz Lightyear and instead got that freaky doll thing with a spider's body, and it was terrifying.
But yeah, it was really the late 80s, early 90s was really the time for toys.
Yeah,
because it was just crazy. Like I had all the wrestling ones. I had the ring. There was a blue ring. And it had buttons on that you put batteries on it. It'd go like,
yeah.
2, 3, ding, ding, ding.
My
like
friend had
WWF one.
And you could get like ladders and stuff for it. And like
No, not the original series. It was just this blue ring.
Yeah.
And then, and I think the voice box was like an add-on module. But, and you get the wrestlers where you get like Hulk Hogan who'd go like, when you twist him or press the thing on the back, and I had Macho Man.
I loved it when you saw the adverts and like they'd be like a wrestler
Legion
stood
of
there,
Doom.
and then someone would press the button, and Hulk Hogan would go like, ugh, like knock him down, but it'd be like, boom, whoa, and there'd be like a crowd cheering and everything.
I had loads of like He-Man, Skeletor stuff, and
see, I think you can even go into the mid-90s because the toys that I had growing up was still pretty awesome. Like the Action Man toys were amazing. Like I just kind of, I don't know. They still had that thing, but they weren't as popular, and I don't think there was as much shovelware shite that you didn't really need. Like I think that it started to die out sort of towards the end of the 90s, and of course that's
when video games were less engaging.
That's what I mean. That's when video games started to become more of a thing.
And then when they became like bigger and like more these huge spectacles of a thing, there was 10 hours in a video game.
Yeah,
rather than
true,
like
yeah.
the half hour it took you to blast through Mario or whatever.
Yeah.
So because like when I was first a kid, like video games, it wasn't like you played them all day every day like kids do now. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Even me growing up, even I can remember even right up to the age of like 13, 14, where I would still they'd be there, and you'd go on them like don't know if it was raining or whatever. You'd be like, oh, we'll go on, I don't know, like a game or whatever, like a racing game or something. But generally speaking, I remember my childhood being playing with toys, like playing with Action Man and stuff, and going out and playing football and stuff. Like I can't remember at all like ever sitting for a full day. I think the first time I sat for a full day and played a game all the way through was the first Halo. I think that was the first time like we'd sit and do that. But yeah, I just remember growing up, it always been.
But toys were awesome because there was like you say, there was no continuity and
you just fight stuff and you just.
I had all of the baddies for Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Like everything. And there was one where there was like these little brain things and you put them in this green monster and you moved along and then it fired them out and stuff. And there was tons of stuff. And then there was like this series like of Ghostbusters where I think if you put water on them, they get like these weird blobs, like slime blobs on them. And there was tons of stuff. And they had like these like swirly things that would come out of the guns that you could spin around. So yeah, it was really cool.
Toys were awesome growing up. Toys were really, really cool.
That's what we're leaving.
Also, I was just going to very quick mention to Skate Electrics.
Yeah, they were fun for like a minute and then you
got the fall off the track. But no, we'd do mental ones like we'd put like 3 Skate Electric tracks together and see if we could create like ramps and land it, and then you'd have like a ramp and then you'd see if you could do it like up onto like dining room table and like stuff like that. Like you create like mental tracks that'd never work and they'd always fall apart, but you'd still try. So yeah, sorry, we was gonna finish it on Toys Are Awesome.
We was, but yeah, toys are awesome.
Toys are awesome.
There's no point doing a Brethren topics. I think we went a bit too long on
we
Brethren.
did.
But yeah, so next week I think is E3, isn't it?
It's E3, so we're going to be discussing obviously the results of E3 and kind of seeing whose prediction came correct, see who wins what, because we've got prizes. Still, there's still probably a chance to get something in, isn't there? If you're doing an E3 prediction, we'll consider it. Them Rockies.
Here's a toy I never knew came out.
Rocky
in a wheelchair.
Didn't
know that happened. But yeah. So yeah,
that's
so
at the beginning.
We'll see next week. Obviously, we're going to cover all the E3 things. See whose predictions right, whose were wrong.
Yeah.
Go check our predictions out. Gabe, how can join the Cooper Club?
The Cooper Club. Now that's something that we have where we provide extra shows for people who pay $5 and up. It's like a monthly subscription thing. It goes right down to if you just want to give us $1, that's cool. You'll get things early. Just to kind of say, there's $1, there's some money. We love you. If you want to do that, there's go on nintendosushi.com/Cooper Club. There's loads of different like tiers and levels that you can do if you pay different amounts of money a month. So go check that out. We really appreciate anyone that kind of that does join. We try and make sure we provide loads of extra content and try and make sure we give quite a lot back to those people that do. If not, then we'll carry on doing this for free and we love you anyway.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. Right, so we'll see you next week.
In a
Have
bit.
a good E3. I didn't see what you was doing with your hand. There we go.